Music entertainers invade Hollywood, Queen Bee reigns supreme, and a tribute fit for a king. All that and more in this week's Grammy edition of the Hip Hollywood Weekly Wrap. Hey, it's Yasmine with the Weekly Wrap. Sunday night's Grammy Awards show was one that will go down in history. Here's a quick recap.
Halo, Beyonce. Ladies and gentlemen, Drizzy, Drake. I got him.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with.
And the Grammy goes to Taylor Swift. Nathan Chapman and Taylor Swift.
Featured artist, Colby Pellet. Producers, Nathan Chapman and Taylor Swift.
I just want to thank Kanye and Jay-Z for giving me the opportunity to be a part of such a wonderful song. And Jules, you want to say anything?
No, thanks.
Thank you.
And of course, there was a 3D Michael Jackson tribute with Celine Dion, Usher, Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson, and Smokey Robinson.
I used to dream, I used to glance among the stars. Now I don't know where we are. All I know is we've drifted far.
But before the big night, celebs hit up a slew of events like Clive Davis's annual pre-Grammy party, and lucky for us, the lovely Vanessa Barnett was there.
Now, outside of the awards ceremony, the event of Grammy Week, the Clive Davis Party. This is the party because it kicks off the Grammy Awards. It kicks off the whole season, the festiveness.
This is like the poor man's Grammys. For all of us who aren't invited to the Grammys, this is the spot to be. It's way better. No one's like worried about like if there's spinach in their teeth and performing for the censors and who's gonna get bleeped and this and the other. This is where the performances are real, they're live, and they're performing for each other.
He's Clive Davis. He brings all of us together from all different record labels, all different genres of music. He brings us together. And sometimes it only happens on television, but Clive brings us together in an intimate setting, and that's great.
There's no classier party, period, point blank, for the Grammys. Clive Davis. I'm gonna go in there and get in my seat and enjoy the show.
Now, if folks were in the mood for a real party, they hit up the 6th annual Roots Grammy Jam, co-hosted by John Legend. And I tell you, anybody who's everybody came through.
The Roots have a great reputation as artists and as a great band, and people just from all over the spectrum, they just love, you know, the idea of jamming with the Roots, and so it just makes sense, you know.
This is the second time I've been here, so I'm excited I finally get to perform.
I love the way Black Thought do his thing, you know, when he coming off top, you know, and just, you know, the way the drums be going, you know, it's just, they get it in, like I've been watching them do their thing, like, since day one, so it's like, my whole thing is like seeing a freestyle.
Kelsey, are you a big fan of the Roots?
No, I thought that was a clothing company from Canada.
You do know this is like, this goes until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you.
We're trying to really narrow it down to just like one song per person, as opposed to like last time where, you know, then Bushwick Bill want to do like 12 songs with us. We're just trying to keep it very brief and then, you know, end on a high note.
People all around me, and they're all in fear. They seem to want me, but they want it big. I must be some kind of creature, but they're having this.
Jamie Foxx also hosted his own bash. Why? Why not? Jamie, who bagged a Grammy for his collabo with T-Pain for Alcohol, gave Hip Hollywood an exclusive peek inside the party.
What I always wanted to do was music, and to have a career in acting and everything like that. Everybody knows I've been very passionate about that. And I hooked up with my man, Breon, and we started our music career. It's been a bumpy road. Music is a very tough job, but you gotta hustle at it. And that's what I like about it. It's like, even though you think you've reached a certain plateau, but you still have to hustle, it tastes sweeter when you're actually successful with it.
She looked me dead in the eye. Get my hands
thought the Grammys were just about the awards on Sunday, shame on you. Before the famous folks even think about stepping foot on that red carpet, they are bombarded with free gifts. We hit up a ton of gifting suites and caught up with some who were there to get some goods.
It's an opportunity that people really don't get a chance to see what's out there. I mean, I saw some hot outfits, the chains and designs and things like that, so it's great. It's great.
I've been to some cool gifting suites though, and mostly I come to make sure that the people that work with me get what they want, because that's who they love it.
The thing about gifting suites that draws people out is the free gifts. You know what? No matter what you like swag, even if you don't use it for yourself, we re-gift it. Either or, you want to come out and have a good time. And it always helps when they're serving a libation of your choice. Hello, yes, I said it.
You couldn't celebrate music without celebrating the songwriter. I'm gonna toss it back to Vanessa B, who watched Common, Kobe Collette, Nas, Zach Brown, and producer Salam Remy talk about the craft of song making at BMI's How I Wrote That Song panel and discussion.
Hey guys, Vanessa B here. Now performing, that's an art, but writing a song, now that's a science.
And it's one that rapper Common has already mastered.
I feel like I have something to say, and it's good to be able to express what you have inside of you sometimes. I think writing is like therapeutic and healing for a person that is writing. So for me, not only do I do it for the audience, but I do it because I need to release some things and say some things and things that's on my mind.
For HipHollywood.com, I'm Vanessa Barnett.
And finally, our hip clip of the week. This footage comes from the BMI event we just mentioned. It's an exclusive look of Common performing The Light with special guests and his new friends, Zach Brown and Kobe Collette.
Let them know about the light, come on.
There is a light that shines.
How it shines.
Special for you and me.
Yeah, yo. It's important we communicate and tune the fate of this union to the right pitch. I never call you my bitch or even my boo. So much in the name and so much more in you. Few understand the union of woman and man. It's sex and a tingle where they assuming it land. That's fly by night. For you in the sky I write. These cold shot nights, moon, you my light. Hey, if heaven had a height, you would be that tall. Ghetto the coffee shop, but you I see that all. Let's stick to understanding and we won't fall. For better or worse time, the hope to me you call.
That does it for us. See you next week, and you know the drill. Check us out at HipHollywood.com, follow us on Twitter, and make sure you check us out every afternoon for our Daily Dish live on Ustream. See you next week.